Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam!
For $1.
Bam!
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, man. Hair Metal Marathon. We
Keeps
are back.
on rolling.
Yes.
Keeps on rolling.
Now, Mike615 reached out to us in our email here, and he had said, he was like, guys, I'm going to put an end to this pronunciation thing here with this band here. He said it was Dokken, like Hadouken, like in Street Fighter. So that's what we're going with. Finally.
Okay.
Shout out to Mike615, man. So we got... Guys, we're just fucking with you, man. I just wanted to really like make you guys just ruffle some fucking feathers in that, man. Mike615 doesn't exist. So that is that's that. And then also we of course know it's pronounced Dokken, like rockin' with Dokken. Okay?
Yep, because we have to look it up.
So getting into Dokken. Dokken is an American metal band here, formed in '79 from, looks like what, the LA area?
Yes, sir.
Alone Again, In My Dreams, Burning Like a Flame, seen have been songs that did really well for them, and they sold more than 10 million albums worldwide. So all these bands seem to have had their footprint on commercial
Everybody
success.
was eating well back then.
Yeah, it's good time.
Big time.
Man.
Yeah.
Selling out stadiums, dude. The classic Dokken lineup consisted of founder Don Dokken, okay, on the vocals. That's nice to have your name and shit. It's more than that cracks me up.
Like Van Halen?
Yeah, Van Halen is like, it's my shit.
You don't care about nobody else that plays.
Van Halen and the others. Dokken and the others. Now, Don Dokken on vocals, George Lynch. I saw a few people in the comments on Patreon saying George Lynch was no joke. I'm going to be looking out to see where he's at. Mick Brown on drums, Jeff Pilson, who replaced Ratbound Juan, was it Crozier or whatever the case may be, on bass. So, okay, that's cool. And Juan ended up being the background vocals on that song we just listened to as well, which is cool. So this is another one of those bands, man, that you guys said was very, very respected during this time for this particular scene. Kiss of Death, we chose this one. We just saw it in the comments. It wasn't really one of the more popular songs, but a few of you said it was an underrated song and said that you think that we would like really the riffs in this, man. You said the riffs were good. So I'm looking forward to seeing George Lynch or whoever.
I don't know, man. They're following up after Rat. So I don't know.
Rat was hard, though.
I don't know. And we even did a couple other clips of 2 other songs from Rat. And we were like, man, all those songs are hard.
Yeah,
so
man.
So I don't know, Dokken. You got your work cut out for you, bro.
But you know, we have faith. But this marathon has been interesting, right? I mean, it's kind of been a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It's been we like some, we haven't liked some, and I like it. It's real like that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into this one. Dokken, Kiss of Death. They're coming in all the way up. Is that how you ride a horse?
It's like, yeah, the galloping soundtrack. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I've never rode a horse before, but I would just assume that that's how you would ride a horse, right? Yeah, right? You know, that's what you do, right? I would assume, but no, man, I'm just fucking
It's
around.
just funny, like when.
But that's what it sounds like.
I just think when people are when they have no experience doing something, just their interpretation of what that experience would be like. It's always like an exaggeration and shit. Like I don't really listen to rap like that, but something along the lines of Funky Fresh in the house.
Funky Fresh. Something like way back in the day. Like people don't even say that anymore.
Yeah, like that's like.
I don't even say that anymore.
And they don't say it in that way, by the way.
Yeah, but George Lynch came right in, playing hard, right? But I like the intensity though. But I like the intensity, and I like the way it sounds so far. So
clearly he's shredding.
Yeah,
like, that's what's peeking out to me right now. Is he's shredding the hell out of this song. Speaking of galloping riffs, this is like Iron Maiden with hair on their chest right now, man.
Yeah, a little bit more. You think it's a little bit more like manly? Is that what you mean by that?
I don't know what the fuck I mean. You know, this is kind of like like a slightly more raw, more rough around the edges Iron Maiden to me, man.
Think so?
You know what I'm saying? I hear the galloping in there. I hear the do not the do.
Isn't that a TV show? That's an old ass TV show, isn't it?
Anyways, man, shout out to them, man. Guitar.
Fuck it, let's keep it going.
Let's just go. George Lynch doing his thing. That's what I'm noticing. Like the riff so far. Let's get back to it. Because his name is fucking
Dokken.
That's right, man.
Oh, George Lynch.
Special name for a special guy, man. So far, he's been living up to what y'all been saying. Like the riffs in this, that transition.
Yeah, man. The transition. What's the word, man? He got that guitar hollering. He got it hollering, man.
That's got legs.
That shit is hollering. That he got that shit hollering. It's hollering, man.
Yeah, seriously though.
Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? That transition.
No, that sounds ridiculous.
Are we high?
But
What is going on with us today, man? Let's just get back to it, man. We like the shit.
Shit's hot though. It is. It's hollering, man.
Right here. Looking at this, I just ran into this comment right here, and it says the song. He's like, some dude's like, it's about AIDS.
This song here. This song here.
Looking at it, I scrolled down. Some dude was like, it's about AIDS in the comments. So I
The Kiss of Death is about AIDS.
I don't know if he's just being funny, but it's actually starting to make me think that though, because it's a brief encounter, like the wind through the trees. It came so suddenly. But actually, that's not funny. I laughed. But it just caught me off guard that it said it's about AIDS, and he didn't really like expound on the shit. But it does sound like that actually as I'm reading the lyrics. What do you think of his voice?
He reminds me of Dream Theater a little bit, the lead singer from Dream Theater. I kind of hear some similarities there.
Pull me under.
Yeah, it sounds very similar to me.
Yeah.
Not very similar, but that's what initially came to my mind. What do you think?
Yeah, slightly on the operatic side. I don't know if I've ever really truly been into operatic vocals from my experience. So to me it's just like I don't know, slightly like Ronnie James Dio is the vibe that I'm getting as well. But I really like Ronnie James Dio. So I think that I don't know if he would be put into that operatic category, but I really like him. He would be the exception.
Yeah. Okay.
But then again, I don't know. Maybe I do like operatic. Maybe I have to hear X amount of songs before I put the stamp on if I like operatic vocals or not. But I, historically, from what we've been reviewing, have not liked operatic vocals. Yeah. But that's the vibe I'm getting, and it's kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna keep it
But
going.
Musically, though, you like it?
Musically, they're getting busy.
All right, cool.
Musically, they're getting busy. Now that I'm like really looking at the lyrics, though, Ryan, maybe that's something that we'll keep in mind as we're
maybe.
All right, let's get back to it.
Like a fallen angel with the devil's
thinking that
it could be. It could be.
And all jokes aside, man, I really do think that this could be about him contracting HIV or whatever the case may be, man. But
it's definitely something. It's definitely something because he is having sex with a woman and she's giving him the kiss of death, whatever that translates to, right?
Right.
So, I mean, I think that the only
I would have never really. I don't think I would have pieced that
I don't think I
together
would have
had I not saw that comment.
Yeah.
He said I tried to stop, and she held out her hand, but the fire was burning inside. She knew what I wanted. She gave it and more, but now I must pay the price.
Mm-hmm.
We were strangers passing in the night. We may not even be at this part now, but I'm reading ahead. How could I have known? How could I have known as she took me in her arms and brought me to an end with the kiss of death? So,
or she could have made him climax very hard.
Let's just get back to it, guys.
Pop one off, that's it.
We've jumped the shark on this video.
Yeah, man.
That was that out of control, too out of control for you, man?
Yeah, you knew it. You knew it. You knew what I was thinking. So if you've watched our videos in the past, which I know you have, you know that I like solos. Your boy likes solos. I really do, man. But sometimes, man, just sometimes, I think because some people can play instruments so well, I think they want to show you and display how well they can play it. And it kind of derails, to me, the song. Because I think if you could play very well, right, and you're showing your technical ability, you're like, you're just going crazy. It's like, yeah, that's cool, and I think that shows you, it displays how much skill you have. But what I don't like about it is it's not necessarily in line musically with what's being played in the groove. To me, I much rather you show me and be fly with your shit and be able to show me you skillful, but just Drake the shit. You know, just stay in pocket though. And this is my opinion. Because he shredded. He shredded it.
By the way, thank you for all the people who were, subscribed, I guess, to our Patreon channel that no longer are. Yeah. Because of the Drake comparison. Drake.
Yeah,
I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys for hanging in there for as long as you did. You've been consistent with that though, man.
Yeah, man. It's just I really like it to stay musical to me, you know, because I think when you just you're so enamored and you're so you're wowed by the fact that they're playing so well that I think you lose focus of, is it musically sound within the track though?
Yep.
It's almost like that. Come on, man. When you like. Come on, man. Guys, I know I'm having a good time, man, and I'm wilding out, man. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, man. The bottom line, man, is the dude is playing his ass off. I don't want to diminish that by any means. George Lynch, you killing it, boy. You killing it. So everything else I liked about it, but I felt like he overplayed. You don't need to do that. We know that you tight. I can hear it within the song already. I know that you're very, very skillful. Kind of like when people oversing in R&B.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know, when some people just oversing, like, I know you can sing. I got it. I got it. Just, you know what I mean? It's almost a detractor.
And sometimes we like that shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes we like you running us to death, hitting us with about a medley of runs. And sometimes it's just depending on the song.
Because the
can
song
be a
is,
bit much.
Yeah, because the song is hitting. This song is already phenomenal. I think he's killing it.
Yep.
So you don't really need.
I get what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying in a lot of songs. But in this particular song,
liked it?
I enjoyed the overkill. I enjoyed the overkill, but I completely understand what you're saying, and we've both said that at certain points throughout our journey here on overplaying and artists just shredding to a point where it takes you out of the flow of the song. So it almost just overpowers what's happening in the music. So I completely agree with you on that happening. I just think in this particular case, man.
You liked it, you appreciate it.
He was going too crazy for me.
Yeah.
I have to just give it up.
And I can appreciate it. But
I hear what you hear too. I hear what you hear. That's why I said it.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah, you knew it.
I hear what you hear. I hear what you hear, and I was like, yeah, I think Ryan thinks that this is a little much.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I get it. You got it, man.
So completely understand what you're saying. I thought he lost his mind on that.
Yeah, he did though.
He lost his mind.
He did, man.
My only thing about this song is just I'm still taking in the vocalist. Not that he's obviously to me almost sounds almost potentially classically trained to a degree.
Yeah,
I just don't know if I like that style of singing for metal, man. I just always go back to that. I don't know. But let's finish it up. Though, man.
I get it.
George said, I'm the star of this show.
Yeah, I get it.
George is David Ruffin of the group. I'm the star of this show, man. Y'all better know. Y'all gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? He was not playing on that track. Might be one of the best shredding performances we've heard on his channel, man. He was shredding. That was crazy. Ryan was laughing at the end because he was like, here he comes.
That was the epitome of what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's like, dude, I get it. You can play, man. You can play. I don't know, man. You go ahead, man. You go ahead, man. But I like the song in its totality, man. I think that they did a good job, man. They were shredding it. The song did rock. It was rocking. I got to give it that, man. But, So, but you go ahead. But you go ahead. I'm not gonna say but. I'm gonna leave the but out because but just negates everything that you said prior to that. So I'm just gonna go ahead, George.
I want to make sure that I capture what just happened, because they really did go off on this song, man. There was some really dope riffs in here, man. Great transitions. I think George Lynch put on one of the best, in terms of skill, one of the most skillful shredding performances I think we've heard on the channel.
Yep.
Obviously, I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, so I'm not going to say the best. But I really feel like skill-wise, man, he was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to make sure, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He came back at the end just in case, you know what I mean? Y'all thought that anybody else was the star of this show. You know what I'm saying? Let me remind you again. So I love the way he just shredded his fucking ass off into the end. And lyrically, you know, this is actually pretty creative. You know what I mean? Assuming this song is about him contracting the HIV virus or whatever the case may be, I think that that's interesting how they played that, right? The metaphor or whatever that was used. So I like that. I think this might be the best in terms of just technical showmanship that we've heard since we started the marathon. The Motley Crue is in that conversation. I don't think musically, I don't think it's probably the best. I would give that to Bon Jovi. I think musically that was probably the best we've heard, in my opinion. But just technically, they were shredding their asses off, man. The riffs were nasty. I just want to make sure that, you know, you guys know that we see it. That this was a great suggestion. So shout out to everybody that suggested that we do do this one. With that being said, man, I think what it is about this song, and I'm gonna give, definitely this deserves another listen, is I don't know what it is about operatic vocals and metal, man, that sometimes, not every operatic singer turns me off, but more often than not, it's something about the way the notes are carried that just really annoys me, man. They're like, I just hate how that sounds with raw, visceral music. It just, to me, seems like it just doesn't really match.
Like it clashes.
It does, yeah. It just doesn't seem to fit very well with me. And I'm just like, I just wish I would have had just harder, raw vocals for riffs like this. So that's why it's maybe on the fence for playlist wise. But this is just, honestly, the way they were shredding, man, it may have to make playlists. I might just have to get over the vocals. So I'm going to give it another listen, but that was great. That was great, seriously.
Yeah,
to me, you know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that requested that one. Shout out to George Lynch, man. He was the MVP of this song.
Yeah.
To me. Even though I hear what Ryan's saying in certain parts, it did seem like, I think it's fair what Ryan said, though. It was an overabundance of shredding. I just liked that in this. I like the overabundance in particular in this song. But oftentimes I have said like, "Damn, dude, slow. You know, it's cool. You know, you don't need to go that hard. You know, don't derail the flow of the song. You know what I mean?" But in this particular case, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's the mood I'm in.
That worked.
Like, that was nasty. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.